Going on YouTube? It's No Fuss Giving Trey back with another video. And in today's video topic, I'm going to be discussing the 50 reasons Pisces never started but finishes it. Or you could say ends it. Now, number one is the fact that a Pisces can be quiet too long. And see, a lot of times people mistake the quietness of a Pisces because of its silence. See, and a lot of times you could go by the saying that most people say that taking a Pisces kindness for weakness. But here it hits different because people mistake Pisces silence for weakness. Now, a Pisces, when they finally do speak, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to shock everyone. See? Now, number two is the fact that Pisces oftentimes gives second chances. And just like a raffle or a drawing, everybody deserves a second chance. But what tends to happen behind this second chance system of Pisces is that the trust gets abused because people think as easy as it was to get back in the good graces of the Pisces, they think that they will be able to do much more, meaning much more BS in order to get a second chance. But this is not the case because Pisces knows that just because I gave you a second chance, don't abuse it, because the next time it happens, I'm cutting you off for good. See? So Pisces will, at this point, remove access from them to you so you won't be able to come back. Now, number three is the fact that a Pisces ignores disrespect. And here is the disrespect grows. See, that's what it leads to. And then it leads to the confrontation. And most of the times, Pisces rather save their energy than to waste it on a meaningless confrontation. So, which brings me to number four, is that a Pisces watches behavior and sees the pattern next. And then all of a sudden, they leave suddenly. Now, one thing is, for number five, is the fact that a Pisces forgets mistakes. And what does this lead to? Repeated mistakes. And this changes everything. So it's not that a Pisces will stop what they're doing just because it doesn't end well. And Pisces knows that, hey, when it's up to me and my heart and what I've done, I've given you a fair share, meaning I was fair with you. Now, another thing for number six is the fact that Pisces doesn't expose people immediately. See, they like to wait. And that also coincides with their silence because of why? To store evidence. And then, which brings me to number seven, is that Pisces avoids conflict. And what does this lead to? They end up reaching their breaking point. And number eight is the fact that a Pisces tries to understand first. And what does this lead to? A Pisces realizing the manipulation. Now, number nine is the fact that Pisces gives the benefit of the doubt. And this leads to the trust appearing later. Now, a Pisces will also stay loyal. And this leads to betrayal changes. And that leads to the loyalty forever. So if you look at the mere fact of Pisces just staying loyal to a person, a place, or a thing, see, the behavior changes loyalty forever. So it's like, even if you choose to do this, a Pisces is still going to remain the same. They're just going to let you go and remove the access. Now, number 11 is Pisces lets people vent. And here, a Pisces will hear you out, but then this will lead to the Pisces eventually responding. See? Now, a Pisces will also and likes to keep the peace. And this will create chaos for others, okay? Because this is what they create. Others create chaos while Pisces keeps the peace. Another thing, number 13, is that Pisces avoids revenge. And what tends to happen? A Pisces will rather use distance for their protection. So they're going to distance themselves instead of holding a grudge. Now, number 14 is the fact that Pisces likes to hide hurt. And what tends to happen that's not good for Pisces is the hurt accumulates. Now, number 15 is the fact that Pisces gives emotional support. And here it could get taken for granted at times. So Pisces, be careful with that. And also with number 15 is the fact Pisces gives emotional support. And you have to understand one thing, is that Pisces doesn't like to argue. They try to avoid arguments at all costs, because one thing that a argument requires is for you to chase the argument. And how does a Pisces win instead? By silence. Now, number 17 is the fact that Pisces, they notice lies. So they can easily detect them because they will just simply wait for the proof. Now, number 18 is the fact that Pisces observe motives and they expose inconsistencies. Now, another thing is the fact that Pisces, they trust intuition. But then after they trust their intuition, they act later. Also, number 20 is the fact Pisces tries diplomacy. And what this leads to is they could be forced into honesty at this point because of that. Now, here's the thing. In all of this, of what I mentioned, a Pisces can be overlooked. They can be misjudged. They can be underestimated. They can be ignored. They can be used. They could be lied to. They could be tested. They could be excluded. They could be mocked, and they can be betrayed. But here's the outcome. See, after all of that said and done, the outcome is that Pisces eventually withdraws or confronts. See, now, how does this look in a Pisces behavior after all I said, which could leave the Pisces into an uncomfortable situation? Is that, one, the Pisces will stop calling. Next, the Pisces will stop texting. Next, the Pisces will stop explaining themselves. Next, the Pisces will stop helping. Next, the Pisces will stop defending. Next, the Pisces will stop waiting. Next, the Pisces will stop chasing. Next, the Pisces will stop investing. Next, the Pisces will stop trusting. And next, the Pisces will stop caring. So the outcome of this will be the fact that the relationship changes permanently. So you cannot do the same thing even when the Pisces gives you a second chance anyway. Now, one thing about a Pisces is they're going to expose everything within you below the surface, of which you hide from what you don't accept about yourself. And how does this look? Well, naturally, a Pisces will expose hypocrisy, set boundaries, speak blunt truths, leaves quietly, refuses fake apologies, prioritizes peace, chooses self-respect, rebuilds elsewhere, becomes unavailable, and moves on completely. So the outcome of this is the fact people realize that Pisces was more important than they thought, because more often than likely, people underestimate Pisces for their behaviors, their decisions, and how they cope with the everyday mundane BS of what life has to offer or not. And see, I'm going to tell you how each zodiac sign reacts to it. Well, Aries, their reaction is to challenge Pisces when Pisces does this, when Pisces just ends it, because they want to keep the fight going. Now, how this can look is that Aries could just stand up, get into Pisces' face and say it to my face. See, now the outcome of this will be, or could lead to a heated argument. But with Pisces involved, there will be a quick resolution. Now, Taurus, how does Taurus react? Taurus reacts to Pisces by giving the reaction of getting more stubborn, see? And the unwillingness to budge, to be something different, to do something different. At this stage of them getting stubborn, they will refuse to admit their faults. So if they were wrong, they will not admit it. And the outcome of this could be a long standoff between Taurus and Pisces. Now, Gemini, how does Gemini react to Pisces ending a fight or situation? And the reaction of Gemini will be that they will talk around the issue instead of accepting it, because changing the subject repeatedly keeps their focus off of their accountability for it. Now, the outcome of this will be confusion and misunderstandings between Pisces and Gemini. Now, Cancer, how would they react to a Pisces ending a situation is that the reaction will be that they would take it personally, and they may say things such as, I thought we were closer than that. And then the outcome leads into an emotional discussion between Pisces and Cancer. Now, Leo, the reaction that Leo will have is that their pride gets involved. So when this happens, it's because the Leo wants to show off instead. So they will want recognition. But how this ends is the fact there could be a power struggle between Pisces and Leo. And it doesn't matter if it's a male or female and vice versa. Now, Virgo, how they react to a Pisces ending a fight or situation is that Virgo reacts in such a way where they start to analyze everything. And see, an example of this would be that they start to pick apart every detail about what happened and what was said. And the outcome of this could lead to an endless, exhausting debate between Pisces and Virgo. Now, Libra, how they will react to a Pisces ending a situation is that they will try to keep the peace. Now, an example of this will be the Libra avoiding to choose sides about whose fault it was, how did it happen, and the 5 W's. And the outcome will be a delayed resolution. Now, if it was Scorpio, how would they react to a Pisces ending a situation? Well, their reaction would be to go silent. Why? Because when a Scorpio goes quiet in a situation that is involving, chaos and concerns, they tend to want to probe, which means watch carefully. And see, the outcome of this will be deep trust issues will start to form between Pisces and Scorpio. Now, Sagittarius, how does Sagittarius react to a Pisces ending a fight or situation? Well, their reaction would be, to say whatever comes to mind at that moment. And see, this is considered tactless. An example would be the Sagittarius saying things such as, oh, it isn't that serious. And the outcome could end where Pisces feels dismissed regarding the response from that Sagittarius. Now, how would a Capricorn react to a Pisces ending a situation or fight? Is that the reaction of a Capricorn will be that they will become cold-hearted. See? And when this happens, they will start to only focus on the facts. And the outcome of this could be the emotional distancing left out of the equation between the Pisces and the Capricorn. Now, how would an Aquarius react to a Pisces in a fight or situation is that they will detach simply. And see, an example of this is that Aquarius will try to act unaffected. And the outcome will lead to communication drops between Aquarius and Pisces. Now, if Pisces were to end a fight or situation with another Pisces, the reaction would be for both of them to withdraw completely from each other. An example of this will be stop explaining things. There will be no explanations. And the outcome between Pisces and Pisces will be closure, because this happens internally and not outwardly. Now, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you like more, want to see more content like this, smash the like button and leave in the comments your concerns about how do you feel other zodiac signs react to how you end a fight or situation. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace out.